everybody. Welcome to Wonder and Awe Productions presents Circle Up, offering songs and stories through the wires during this most bizarre time of existence. I'm your host, resident artist, and producer extraordinaire, Brenda Carsey. Joining me today are artists Taylor Alexander, Bronwen Roberts, and a special guest, which I'll tell you guys in just a little bit. Tonight, each artist will share one song at a time in a round for a total of 3 rounds, with stories and discussion peppered throughout. We will be accepting donations today via both Venmo and PayPal, which will be split evenly amongst all 4 artists. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey, or PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com, and write Circle Up in the memo section. This information is also in the description section of this live video, so you can easily copy paste and find things, not have to worry about spelling. And all of the artists' Facebook pages and Instagram pages are also there as well, so you can follow and keep in touch with everybody. And now that the businesses have been handled, let's bring in our artists. So let's welcome Taylor Alexander first. Just letting it come in, holding, wait for it. Taylor Alexander. He's muted. Hi.
I don't know what happened there. My bad.
That's okay. How you doing?
The first one?
You're here right now. We're just hanging out. We're starting the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I love all these drawings behind you.
Thank you. It's my new COVID project.
COVID project. Okay. Did you do them yourself?
Yeah, it's like my new business endeavor in the lack of live and with the absence of live music. So I was kind of always doing this on the side and kind of for fun and as like a therapy when music was too much or whatever. And then I was gifted all this extra time and an inability to play out for people. And so I started taking it seriously, and I've built it into a brand called Humanimals, because they're all people and animals. They're like,
oh, cool.
Animals doing human things, and they're all inspired by real people and people that inspire me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very fun. I love that. Well, yeah. I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm glad that we could do music stuff too.
Me too. Oh my gosh. When you sent me the message, I was like, yes, please, whenever, as soon as possible.
Yeah. Awesome. So again, that's Taylor Alexander, friends. And we are now going to bring in Bronwen Roberts. Slowly but surely. Bronwen Roberts is here. You're muted, my beautiful dear. I think it just auto does that. Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going good over here.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too. You have a lovely room, by the way.
Thank you. I cleaned it especially for you guys.
You mean it's not always perfectly like that?
I wish.
So funny. Yay. I know we were saying earlier, because we do a little sound check for this show for you out there, but I haven't seen either of them for, obviously at least 8 months, but it's been, I think, slightly longer than that for everybody.
Yeah. At least February. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I think I was at the Highland Bowl the week before it all went down, first week of March. So I think that was.
Yeah. I think I had skipped the last few weeks because I was out of town and then I had a show, but yeah, it was a little bit longer than.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a show though. That's good.
Yeah, got in a couple of shows right there at the end, so that was good.
Well, I'm really glad that you're here too. I think you guys will both love each other's music too, which is also what I was hoping when booking people.
From what I've heard already, I do.
Yay. So that's Bronwen Roberts. So for everybody who's watching out there, thank you for watching. I do want to share that we did originally have on the roster for this evening an artist named Carly Storms, who canceled on me yesterday, which I was really, really bummed about. And I didn't really have time to go out and try to book someone I haven't booked. I've been trying to do a brand new people every single week so that it's no repeats, so to speak. But with that in mind, I was like, I do know someone that I could book, though, who's a really talented artist who I also happen to live with. What a convenient thing to have. So tonight, joining us as our special guest in lieu of Carly is the fabulous Kid Lightning. And let's bring Kid Lightning in now. Kid Lightning is coming in. We're waiting.
I love a good surprise.
Hi. There you
Will, what is up, dude?
How's it going?
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise to everyone involved.
Yeah. Don't forget that little button thingy now that you're in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. But we're glad and to have here, to have Kid Lightning here is his name. We don't know who Will is. This is Kid Lightning.
Who's Will? Kid Lightning.
Good Will.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know Carly, but I do know Will, so this worked out. I'm glad to see Will.
Now we have like a perfect thing going on. We got double, 2 and 2. 2 girls, 2 boys.
Show must go on.
Yeah, it's well balanced.
That's right. But we're gonna jump into it. Devin Moses says, "Taylor, woohoo!"
Devmo, what up?
Yeah, and Frank, my buddy Frank says, "Nice art."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we're jumping into stuff. And who is that? Devin already shared the art link. Thanks, Devin. So Devin already posted the link to Taylor's artwork. And Billy Z Duke, what's up, Billy?
What's up?
Yeah, Billy says, "Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay," and then he says, "Too long."
Where my dog's at?
Yeah, and then he says,
Right
"Hi y'all," and then my Carla Round says, "Will." I think she's excited about the special guest. And then Ellen Worth Sinon says, "Love you, cousin Al."
That's me.
Yay.
Hey, Al.
Oh,
Thanks
Al.
Al, yeah. Like short for Alexander. It's like
I got
it's
it.
a long story.
I totally get it now.
Yeah.
Yay! So we're gonna jump into some music, y'all, and give you what you guys came for, and we're gonna kick things off this evening with Kid Lightning because he didn't expect it.
Boom.
So we're gonna mute ourselves and let you get nice and big, and we'll see you on the other side, my dear.
All right. Let's start it off with something kind of fun. Definitely a song that has become more relevant as of late. It's just all about, there's this myth, the myth of Sisyphus, and there's this really great interpretation of that myth. Sisyphus is the guy that's banished to the underworld because he protected this person that he loved and he wasn't supposed to. And he was doomed to push this rock up a hill, and then the rock would fall down the hill, and then he would have to push it up. So he'd have to push it up every day for all eternity. There's this great interpretation where it's like he's actually happy because at least half of the time he knows exactly what he needs to do. And so this song is kind of like, we know that living is really rough, and it's really tough, and it's really psychologically taxing, but at least we know that we have to live, we have to keep going. And so I guess it's a song about hope. One more step into the great unknown, learning the language, beginning to read the poem. Is this denial or something else, babe? Is this a pilgrimage of faith? The girl who fell from the sky cures my once blind eye. See the pieces of my lost divinity. Her love sets me free. Moonwalking with Buddha, crying with Christ, sparring with Atlas, flying with Icarus. Music made by angels, hiding in the curtains. Feel my pain and heal my eyes. The girl who fell from the sky cures my once blind eyes. Find the pieces of my lost divinity. Her love sets me free. One more step into the great unknown, learning the language, beginning to read the poem. on. Is this denial or something else, babe? Is this a pilgrimage of fate?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I love that opening line and riff. Super powerful.
It's like it's edgy.
Yeah.
It's true, and I do think it reflects this year, just like one more step into the great unknown, learning the language. Well, I don't know if there's a lot of people that are trying to learn the language. I don't know why I'm waving my comb around, but here it is. But it's my baton. But it's really beautiful though. I like that song.
Yeah, it's a weird time, and our like mutual commitment to continuance is kind of hopeful in and of itself. That there are a lot of people still sticking around to figure out what to do is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's gnarly and endless.
Yeah,
Totally.
totally. Oh my gosh, Billy said, "It's the lightning round," because it's Kid Lightning. You get it? And then Billy knows that rock, also Sisyphus. Of course, I wouldn't imagine you wouldn't. Devin Moss says, "I feel the message behind this song 100%," which is great. Dan Holguin, oh my gosh, Dan! Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. Hi, Dan. Dan said, "Great song, Kid Lightning," and Frank is clapping, and Laura Ann Lacey. Hi, Laura. That is Rabbit to the Open Mic family. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, girl. And Carla's clapping. And then Sam Williams said, "Did I miss Mikhail?" Sam, she is going to be playing next Monday.
Oh, I love Mikhail.
Yeah, Mikhail Seeley will be playing next Monday at 7. So definitely tune back in.
I played my very first show in LA with Mikhail.
You did?
Yeah.
Aww.
6 years ago.
That's really at the Fox and House?
No, it was at the House of Blues before it shut down.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were.
Her parents were there. I was like, these people are so nice. This is going to be great.
Her parents are good people.
I had no idea I didn't know this
Yeah. Yeah, we all love her. She is very awesome. Devin Moses likes Mikhail too. Well, look at that popular.
Yeah. Dev Mo's the best. You guys should check her out too. She's an amazing writer.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll do for sure. So that was Kid Lightning kicking us off, friends, and we are now going to let Taylor Alexander do song number 2. Right. Are you ready?
I am.
Rad. Here you go.
So, my first song is going to be a newer one as well, and one inspired by this crazy year we've had. Super scary at first, and I couldn't think of anything scarier than the thought of skydiving at night, like in complete blackness, that feeling of your heart and your everything feeling like it's up here. So this is my song called Skydiving at Night. Pop the hat, trope you got, your parachute tied up tight. Promise to check yours if you promise to check mine. Take my hand if you can, my love, it's time to try. It's like we're sky diving at night, and it's so dark I can't see my hand in front of my eyes. Oh, pull that cord once you're sure the moment's right. Feels like we're sky diving. down the hatch, a courage badge to feel a little bit less uptight. Why do I, how do I do these things just out of spite? And it's absurd, I've heard, oh, fools try. It's like we're sky diving at night, and it's so dark I can't see my hand in front of my eye. Oh, pull that cord once you're sure the moment's right. It's like we're sky diving, feels like we're sky diving. It's like we're sky diving. It's like we're sky diving at night. Oh, it is so dark I can't see my hand in front of my eyes. Pull that cord once you're sure the moment's right. It's like we're sky diving. It's like we're sky diving. It's like we're sky diving. We'll be all right.
Woo!
Yeah.
I like that.
I liked it too. I loved it.
Yeah, that's really hopeful. You know, it's, yeah, skydiving sounds really scary, but it's also like really exciting.
Could be
So,
fun, maybe.
yeah, to some people.
If you survive, you know,
I mean, if you have a parachute, right?
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the symbolism of, like, even though it's scary or you can't see where you're going or what's ahead of you, you take the leap anyway.
Yeah, yeah, just going for it.
You just
Yeah.
gotta jump into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also very like animated and passionate about it, which helps. Yeah.
It's been so long since I performed, I got a lot of energy to get out.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I totally feel you. Dude, so Frank said that he saw you, Taylor, at a show, at a great show at Molly Malone's with Lakin, Lee, Damian Sage, and one other person a couple
Yeah, it
years
was
ago.
Sam Aurelio. Samantha Aurelio. Yeah. That was like
Nice.
That's like a showcase thing we did in Molly Malone's. That was like 2017 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like my
Yeah.
first one of
So he
these.
was
It was
there.
like a round where we were all on stage and it was so fun. I loved it. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then Laura Ann Lacey says, I very much enjoy these critter sketches in the background, especially the otter/gopher candidly looking over
That's
his
my
shoulder.
portrait. That's
And
me.
then
Yeah.
Aw.
really?
Check out humanimalsart.com.
And then she said,
Yeah.
yeah. And then she said, beautiful song too. And Devin says, wow, love this one. So relaxing. And Dan Holguin says, skydiving at night, in quotes, with claps. And Carla, I think you accidentally replied to Bonnie Mom instead of everybody, but she's an emoji queen. So there's a lot of emojis there. Check them out. And Ellen Worth is also clap
Thanks,
for
Elle.
you. Yeah, thank you all so much for your comments and for your love. Again, that was Taylor Alexander, and now we're going to jump over to Bronwen Roberts for her first song.
All right.
Yeah.
Gonna drink of water here. Yeah, so I guess I'll stick with the theme of, kind of relevant songs. This is one I finished recently. And it's sort of after like taking a lot of walks, you know, with the pandemic, there's not a lot else to do. So I'm just walking around the neighborhood and and just sort of contemplating things and accepting things. So I think that's what this song is about, is acceptance.
Oh no, she froze. Okay, there you are. So beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
It was almost. It has very lullaby-esque vibes.
I was gonna say, it took me to another place. I was like, oh, we're back. Oh wow. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's, I guess, the point of a lot of songwriting for me is just to sort of calm myself down. So I think a lot of my songs are very lullaby-esque, as you said. So
funny.
It's gotta calm the storm.
Yeah, I like that turn too, and what I will call your B section. I like the chord where you took it. It's very cool.
Thank you.
The little riff is beautiful too, though.
Thanks. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a tropical vibe. Like there's a Harry Belafonte song that I think kind of came out there a little bit, Jamaica Farewell.
Yeah.
That was
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy said, "Don't got nowhere to be, and that's good enough for me." It says that's a 2020 theme song for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Frank said, "Beautiful song." Devin says, "Beautiful with an umbrella," and Clifton Roberts says,
Aw.
"Beautiful song."
That's my brother.
Hi, brother. Yeah.
Hi, Clifton.
Carla says, "Lovely with a bouquet of flowers."
Aw, thank
Brava. Brava. So funny. Yay. Thank you so much. That was Bronwen Roberts, everybody. And now I'm going to hop into my first song.
Yeah.
So here I go. I'm just jumping right in. Here I go.
Let's hear it.
So for my first song today, I'm going to do an older song that I just decided to do right now in this very moment. So I'm going to do Picture This. It's just reflecting on, past experiences of when you're younger and reflecting and accepting that we're all aging and it's unavoidable. I feel like this year, just as an artist and as a musician and as a woman, I would say too, like that clock, that time thing's always ticking pretty strong. And I'm like, I'm going to like tour for another 2 years. Now I'm like, okay, well now like a year and a half to 2 years has definitely been swiped off my board. So, can't help but think about age and all of that stuff. That's my ramble. Now here's the song. Oh, man. Yeah. Picture this, reminisce
Let's show.
I know. No way, dude. We all are freaking rad. All 4 of us.
No, that was awesome. That was really awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
guys.
I feel that song majorly too.
Yes, girl.
Trying to stay positive about the gray hairs and the
Aw.
but there are, I think your priorities change. It's like you're saying, like you keep on living, keep on searching,
Keep
and
on. Mhm.
yeah.
And even I talk about this almost every week, but it's fun. Like you could write a song and it means something when you write it. And then a few years later you play it and it just takes on new meaning. And it's really great to have songs that progress and like change with you. And now I'm like, I didn't even realize it till I was playing it. I was like, oh my gosh, like keep on, you gotta keep on, we have to keep on doing whatever that is. Like keep searching or learning or trying and
Right.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You guys ever write a song and then not realize what it's about until much later on?
All the time.
You're just like, oh.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of songs that I write are sort of in that kind of hazy zone, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what it is. And then it's like years later, I'm like, oh my God, I was going through this at the time, and this is totally like related to that, and like my subconscious was like getting in there. And
Right. What about you, babe? Do you write from that place where you have no idea what you're writing about until later?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like any sort of artwork, if it's genuine to the person who's making it, is coming from that place beyond the conscious. And it's usually some universal themes too. And so it's really great when you become a prism for all those universal themes that have existed throughout time, and you're able to like transfigure them for a moment into something solid or something concrete, like a song or an artifact. It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think it's like you're sort of not really like when you're really in that zone, like you're not even really conscious of what you're doing. You're just sort of making an observation. It's sort of like you're stating a fact or something, and then it just like comes through you in this way. And then later you're like, oh, you're analyzing it later. That's what it's about. But
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
a unique process to be able, as a songwriter, to reflect on that too, because nobody else has that perspective of that song. You know, that's the part that we get to experience that nobody else gets to.
That's
And it's
true.
wild when they relate to it themselves, but they have no experience of what you were going through or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's the power of song, is that it can mean it can come from some place and then take on all new meaning and mean something completely different to large numbers of people, and still have the same effect, but mean something completely different. And I don't know if there's a lot of other mediums that are efficient in that way.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So Shushi R, by the way, says Bronwen's song was amazing. All her songs are, but that's a new one for me. Thanks for that.
That's my dad.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Welcome to the show, Pops. Laura Ann Lacey says, beautiful song about my song. I appreciate that. And Billy wrote, you can't rewind. He like typed it in all caps and like a lot of letters. And then Frank says, you don't get to think about age till you hit the F decades. Fine, Frank. I won't
The F
talk
decades?
I think he
Like
means 40s.
40, 50?
40s, 50s. Yeah, fine. I'll keep it to myself then. Fine. Just kidding. And then Devin Moses says, the inspiration I need to keep on keeping on during 2020. Thank you for that. Thank you, man. I feel that. My mom's Carla, by the way. Hi, Ma. But my mom loves the lyrics of that song. Thank you, Mom. And then Laura's clapping. Katie Ludden. What's up, Katie?
Yo.
Nice to see you through text version. Just kidding. But I hope you're doing well. And thank you. And Shushi says, the lady doing most of the talking just sang a song that reminds me a little of Pink Floyd, as in Run, Rabbit, Run.
I was going to say that too. That's totally what I was thinking of.
That's rad, man. I'll take Pink Floyd any day you want to give it to me. Totally down, Shushi.
It's that like minor 7 to major thing, back and
totally
forth.
down.
Yeah.
And Dan Holguin says, miss hearing you sing, Brenda. I love you. I miss you too. Seriously, I really do. To everyone who's watching, this is called Circle Up. It's every Monday, definitely through the end of 2020 at 7 p.m. This evening, I am joined by Kid Lightning. Feel free to wave if you want. And Taylor Alexander and Bronwen Roberts. And my name is Brenda Carsey. We want to extend an invitation that we are offering the receiving of your donations tonight. That was the most complicated way I could say that. But if you have it within your means to throw us like a few dollars to share, we're splitting everything completely evenly tonight amongst the four of us. Venmo is at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Write Circle Up in the memo section. All this information, as well as all the artists' social media links, are in the description section of this video. So if you just expand it or click see more, you should be able to read all that, copy paste, etc., and make it as easy for you as I could. And now that the business has been recalibrated, let's hop into our second round of music and shut me up. So that means it's you, kid.
Right.
Sir, Mr. Lightning.
All right, okay.
Mr. Lightning, if you're nasty. Okay.
Hey. So this next tune is keeping the continuity of that previous round, which started with Falling and a blind trust that things will be okay, to a walking through the circular themes that come up in times when you're forced to contemplate, a forced pause, to the keeping it on, the time and how our values change, as Bronwen said. So this song is called Change, and it's in part about a specific kind of change that all of us in America are going through right now. Another preceptus of mid-century West, broken shacks at the edge of a dried up sea. They stand like ruined temples to a long lost God, long lost promises, old abandoned hopes and dreams. Sentiments that turn to salt now season a scorched white earth. Some clingers on those still remain. They slide through the tattered shadows, worn sheer by neglect, and study me with vulture curiosity. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. I descend into this jewel box city, high-rise housing for the orphaned hearts. They're looking for their parents in the steel and the glass. Something tells them this all should last. Rust blood stains on the gutter spouts, clocks drum against the rain. Anxious love, cogs and brains. Willingness like a salmon run, suited in the street, except that there's no river or no sea. I'm a man of constant wonder. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering. Change is the language of God's mind, and resistance to it is the root of all our suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good.
It's true. It's true. Change is, it's not the change that's the suffering, it's the resistance to it. I feel that.
It's true. It's true.
It's really hard to embrace all the change that's going on right now. But I have to keep reminding myself to just sort of, accept it. Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say, Taylor? I'm noticing that when we talk over each other, like it's like completely cutting each other out. But you said something, Taylor. What'd you say?
I said just keep swimming, one day at a time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Kid Lightning, what were you about to say?
I was just saying, it's that I really like that metaphor Bronwen had of watching the spider. I had a moment where I was watching a spider build a web. She's been in our yard for like almost the entire quarantine, and her web gets broken or blown down every day, and every night she builds it again and again without any sort of hesitation, without any sort of perceptible ennui or anger or anything. She just does it, And that kind of animal insight is like so profound in times like these when we're confronted with the mire of our psychology, and there's no need for that to be there, if we're willing to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
All of that coupled with really radically fast folk guitar picking, you got yourself some gold.
I really enjoyed the lyrics in your second verse too. They were.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it totally. Well, I know exactly what you're saying about the spider. That's really what I was thinking about. Like I really love watching spiders at night because I think exactly that. Just like they do this every single day, and it's so much work, and they don't even hesitate. They do it every
Yep.
single night.
Really quick, I would like to just throw it out there that Taylor should draw Will as a really glorious spider. I'm just gonna.
I
Yeah.
think that's a wonderful. Yeah, I was gonna ask you all what your favorite animals are later. So
Okay. Well, just pretend I didn't say that and ask later anyway. Really
Well,
quick
what
though.
about your favorite? I think that's a wonderful idea. A
Yeah.
spider.
Raccoon. Can I be a raccoon?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know yet. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
But hey, so Frank says real folk singer, Kid Lightning. You're a real one. And Billy says uproot that suffering. That's how he wrote it. And Laura,
You can hear him saying it like that.
Laura
That's
and
really-
he was probably like this. So uproot that suffering. I can't do your laugh, buddy. I love you though. I can't
That's
do
a
it.
good Billy
you know.
impression.
And then Laura Ann Lacey's clapping. Dan Holguin says, such a good song, Kid Lightning. Good to remind us to embrace change. Carla is clapping. Eric Wood said, what a great song. Those lyrics really hit home. Keep it up, Kid Lightning.
Hey, Eric, good to hear from you, man. I hope you're doing well. That's crazy.
Aw, so cute. And then Carla also added so many changes in my lifetime. And Billy said, I would guess that the webs don't stay sticky for much longer than one day, winky face. And if you have silk coming out of your ass, you got to use it for something.
Oh.
So it's really more just about it's a practicality sort of thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely practical. All right, let's take away all the metaphor and spirituality and like deal with silk coming out of our asses. I love it. And with that, I think that's a perfect transition into Taylor's second song. What do you think?
I couldn't agree more. This next song's called Silky Ass.
Silky ass. Here we go.
A little bit more of a literal song. So this is from my third EP. It's called Blue. It's available on all streaming platforms and all that good stuff. But the song was actually an interesting way that it came about. I was playing this riff just like this in my garage one day, and my neighbor came over and he was like, hey man, what you doing? I was like, I don't know, I'm just writing this new song. I can't really figure out what to do with it, but I like this groove, so I'm just gonna keep it on. And he was like, all right, that's cool. I gotta go to soccer practice, but I'll see you later. I was like, all right, man, take care. Just kept playing with it, just kept messing around with it. He came back like 3 hours later, and I was still playing it. He's like, hey man, what's the deal? Are you ever gonna stop? You ever gonna, you've been here for like 3 hours. And I was like, I don't know, and then it came to me. You don't put the guitar down, and anything inside. You don't put the guitar down, and into the fight. But you don't stop loving you 'cause you got so much more to do, whether you understand it, who or what comes around, so long as we don't put the guitar down, you don't put it down. So I just put the guitar down, not my fault. See, I could not no longer play live music. And it was all COVID's fault. But just don't stop loving you, 'cause you've got so much more to do, whether you understand it. What comes around, so long as we don't put the guitar down. Time keeps on slipping into the future. I said that time keeps on slipping into the future. I wanna see the babies who can't get enough to eat. I wanna shoot the children, shoes on their feet. I want a house of people, living in the street. Oh, now there's a solution. Yeah. We don't, and we won't. We don't put the guitar down. Just don't stop loving you, 'cause you got so much. The more we can do is see if we keep together, and we don't keep that frown. We can get real far as long as we don't. You know we won't. You know we won't. Don't put the guitar down.
Yeah.
Woo! Love that.
So fun.
Maybe want to dance.
Yeah, that was so fun, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's true. Also motivating for just like everyone who is a musician who's like doesn't want to play because we can't actually play out in public.
Totally what I was thinking.
Most of this time, like obviously. But now this song is having a completely different meaning to me because it's like, hey man, like this is a speed bump, sure, but it's also an opportunity. And there was a bunch of things that weren't that great that were going on before that anyway. So I think that this is definitely the beginning of something. It's hard to tell now, but I'm definitely hopeful in what the future holds for artists and especially independent ones. And, now's the time to keep going harder than ever. So.
Oh man. Well, I needed to hear that, so thanks.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm saying it out loud to convince myself the same thing.
I feel you, man. Dude, Carla says, love it!
Thanks,
with exclamation points. Devin Moses says, why does this song remind me of the episode of Friends when they're throwing the ball and they can't drop it? LOL. Don't put the guitar down.
Dev, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm going to watch that episode now.
And then Frank says, nice mashup. Dan Holguin says, oh, nice with the Steve Miller Band moment. Great beatboxing, dang. And Billy says, smooth jam. And Eric Wood said, that had me grooving on my couch. Y'all are a talented group of artists. Thanks, Eric. We appreciate that, man. I'm so glad everyone's having a good time. I think we are, too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the beatboxing. I don't even know where to start with that. How do you do that?
You got to learn where to make.
I started playing guitar when I was 12, and I started beatboxing when I was 15. So I've kind
Oh,
of
wow.
done them all along, and then it wasn't, and then.
So you don't even have to think about it
It's
now.
cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Second nature.
I do it when I'm not knowing I'm doing it, and my friend will be like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, sorry." Like it's
That's awesome.
I was inspired by Rozelle, who's an amazing beatboxer, and I heard him sing
Yes.
time, and I was like, "What is that?" And so I had to learn how to do it, and that was weird.
Yeah, he's like the OG. But
Yeah.
also because it's different when you do singing or like throat tones,
Mhm.
or if you have like any tongue stuff going on, you have to learn where to put the sounds of the beat in different places of your mouth than you would if you were just beatboxing and not trying to do anything else. You
Yeah,
do
and
it.
then,
You
like,
do it in a different place.
Yeah, and then like
Wow.
switching up between like a hum and a tone that comes in and out, and
Mhm.
all sorts of weird mouth tricks.
Yeah, wow.
Ooh, let's stay right there. Mouth tricks. And now for some mouth tricks from Bronwen Roberts.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It was perfect. Perfect segue. Here we go.
All right. Well, keeping it in sort of like this fun area, this is one of my newer songs that I'm trying to record on this EP I've been planning to put out forever. But hopefully I will finish that project soon. So this one's called When I Grow Up. Oh, let me turn on my effects. When I grow up, I'll keep a firefly on a string, and I will be the firelight king, the firelight king. When I grow up, I'll build a house out of paper, and it will glow the lightest shape you ever saw. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up. Since the break, I am the light. All I need is time. When I grow up, I'll watch the sunrise every morning, sleep all day with dreams adorning my head. When I grow up, I'll take a ride on a jet plane, say goodbye to faces I'll not see again, won't see again. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up. Since the break, I am the light. All I need is time. When I grow up, I'll keep a firefly on a string, and I will be the firelight king, the firelight king, the firelight king, the firelight king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me know when that EP is out. I'd love to listen to it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Yeah. That
That one's really pretty. I was imagining myself riding a bicycle on a really, really long, like in a farmland area where I would just be riding and joyfully just
Yeah,
like going and going, like a journey.
definitely,
Song.
definitely. There's a journey in there. I definitely had that in mind when I was writing it. It's sort of like I was sort of like in a like where the wild things are, sort of like forest, like kind of kid fantasy or something.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Aw. Frank said wistful and winsome.
Oh,
Oh.
those are excellent words for that.
Yeah. And then Billy said, yeah. No, I don't think he said it like that, but he did write four E's though and two H's.
All right.
So I think that's Little John's yeah.
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 Totally.
And then Dan Holguin said, great song. Love hearing a classical guitar with your vocals.
Thank you.
And Billy just said EP, EP, EP. And Shushy says, wow, tears, the Firelight King.
Oh.
Really sweet. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you very
you.
much for that. And just to keep stuff going, I'm going to hop into my second song here for everybody. Here I go. So for my second song, I almost just thought about changing it, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to do what I planned for this middle one. I have no title for this yet. I should, but I haven't been playing it enough to have come to an agreement with myself on what the title should be, but it'll come eventually. Yeah. A little more somber tones. Crawling out into the streets, but no one can see me. Blind walking, blind talking, stuck in a bad dream. Thank you for the stage. Thank you for your time. Thank you for curated love, for the ears and the eyes. I'm glad that you've had some time to connect and break through. Meet the people, come together, present all night through. So much time, so much heart to hold a safe space. Thanks for thinking, thanks for gratitude, but where's the follow through? Where's the follow through? Much projection placed upon my seat, intimidated by a heart so sweet. What and how, where and who do I talk to? Thanks for sharing, thanks for caring, and now I'm through. Glad that you've had some time to connect and break through. Meet the people, come together, present all night through. So much time, so much heart to hold a safe space.
That was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
I definitely think
Box
that
along the whole time.
What's that?
I was.
Yes. It needs that trip
Yeah.
hop beat for sure.
Oh, it was right in the pocket. Yeah, I was grooving.
What did you say, Kid Lightning?
gonna say I think it's like a very unique and amazing person to be, the person that you are, who's talented, ambitious, but also generous. I think that a lot of people have never even been able to entertain all that all at once, and so they can't understand where you're coming from. But with a song like that that utilizes your talent to communicate your perspective, I think it's so important. Imagine the other people who feel like they're not getting follow through, and suddenly you get to hear a song and relate to it in a really deep way. I think that's really amazing. You continue to be a service even in that song. It's beautiful.
Thank you. That's really sweet. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I don't know if you were. I mean, I'm sure that the song applies to a lot of different things, but it definitely made me think of like social media and how people are kind of always professing gratitude and being hashtag grateful, but it doesn't really seem like they're giving back in any way, or that it doesn't seem genuine. So there's no follow through there.
Yeah, it's more performative.
Yeah.
Is the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I definitely wrote that. I mean, I love LA so much. I love living here. It's made me who I am. It's like vivacious and like difficult, and like it's all the things that can help you grow and be a good person and a good artist if you can just make it through. You know what I mean? But I did write that from like the perspective of being a Los Angeles artist, and like people like being like, oh my God, you're like the best thing ever. And then they never actually like help you or support you. Or they're like, hey, like who can you connect me with like so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And then I do. Cause I'm like, I don't give a shit. Sure. Like connect with whoever you want. But then when I like try to reach out for help back, or like, it's like never reciprocated. And I don't do it just so it's reciprocated, but at the same time, like I can't help but feel a little heavy hearted to be like a generous person and be when you're generous to people that you have like high hopes for and like positive thoughts for, and then they end up not being generous back, it kind of catches you off guard. You're like,
absolutely.
I didn't peg you for that.
Yeah, I think we can all relate to that, especially as musicians. When there's so much that goes into promoting and going to shows, and it really is such a community effort. You have to support each other, and definitely I can feel that.
Yeah.
That's why things like this are so fun. It's also a crazy time in our industry. It's not healthy. We're not in the best time in music industry history. Those are just facts.
Yeah.
And that's no one's fault. It just is what it is. But it also provides opportunity, which is kind of what we were talking about earlier. Like what we're able. There are avenues now where it's the Wild West. Stuff like this is a new thing. The podcasting world is growing, and that's a brand new avenue that has been completely untapped in music, I think. And I think sticking together is definitely key, and that's why I always so much appreciated you, Brenda, for always being one of those connectors, and always not only being great, but putting on things like this despite us not being able to meet in person. So thank you.
Yeah. It's just because I'm so tacky.
Hey,
like, get it like sticky, but tacky.
Tacky. Oh.
All right. Anyway, that was I just had to break the seriousness there for a second.
Well,
I really
do appreciate what you do, Brenda.
Yeah,
I don't know how you have the energy for it, because it's like during these times keeping our spirits up, and I haven't done any sort of live performance.
I know. I can't believe that. I'm
yeah,
glad
because
that you're
it's
doing it.
just, yeah, but this is like, you're coming along and you're like pushing me and like giving me a little nudge, and I really appreciate that. So, you do that for us.
Thank you. I would definitely classify myself as a nudger, so that sounds about right. Will can attest to that. I mean, Kid Lightning.
Some of us appreciate the
I'm
nudge.
sure he knows.
Oh my gosh, Eddie
If it comes from
Stevens.
someone I respect, I appreciate it.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Feelings are mutual.
Otherwise, it's like, leave me alone.
But dude, Eddie Stevens is a really old friend, and he just said, Brenda. So if you're still watching, Eddie, hi and thank you, and I hope you and your family are doing well, man. And Dan Holguin said that you love the keys on this one. Ooh, thank you. And he just said Eddie was explaining where we met and worked together. I know where we met, dude. You're so funny. I'll never not remember who you are, Eddie. You're unforgettable as a human being. Frank said follow through as the title, obvious but accurate. I did think about that, but I don't want it to be too responsive a title where any like procrastinators wouldn't even listen to it because it says follow through. And then Dan said, really love this song. What inspired you to write it? We probably already addressed that. I'm like reading the comments late. My bad. Katie just said beautiful. My mom is digging it. Billy said shades of Woodstock and rotating Leslie. Dude, that'd be rad to play that on like a real like legit thing. That'd be so fun.
I felt that too.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Dan said that Taylor should definitely beatbox for Brenda for that song. And then Eddie was, my old friend was saying that this is awesome. Camp Jam wouldn't have been the same without you. Aw, I feel the same, man. I kind of miss those years. It was wild, silly, fun times. And my mom just said, nice comments, Will. And Devin said, you're doing more songs, right? Yeah, we got a whole other round, friends. And this is a perfect time for me to say right now that you're watching Circle Up. This is a weekly show till the end of 2020, Mondays at 7. I don't know if I'm going past that because one day at a time, you know what I mean? But tonight we're joined by Kid Lightning and Taylor Alexander and Bronwen Roberts. And my name is Brenda Carsey. And again, we are accepting donations for this show this evening. Everything is split completely evenly amongst all 4 artists because Wonder Not Productions believes in democracy and egalitarianism. And so Venmo's at Brenda Carsey, PayPal contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com. Right, circle up in the memo section. Again, if you click see more or expand the description section of this live video that you're watching, all that information's there. So you don't have to worry about spelling or anything. It's all just there for you to enjoy and click on and look at. And with that, we're going to jump into our third and final round of music, which means that all of 4 artists have one more song for you, so don't go anywhere just yet. And that means we're back to Mr. Kid Lightning. And Kid Lightning, do you have a special guest? Someone's here, right?
Yeah, I flew this person in. They were having a really tough time, and I just said, you know what? COVID's crazy. Why don't you come quarantine in our bubble? And so they flew in. I'm really excited to have them sit in on part of this song. It's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Yay, take it away, buddy. Buddy. Baby.
Thanks, bud. This is a song that's about another passion of mine, which is, the earth. We're interdependent with it, and in a lot of ways, it's a very artificial separation between us and the earth. So the EPA and kind of all of the bizarre legislation that has gone through in the past 4 years has been pretty detrimental to the beautiful wild places that inspire me, that fill that hole that they can only fill. So this song's about that. And I think my special guest is here, actually.
Hey, I'm really happy to be here.
Thanks for coming.
I love this song. It's a great song.
I know you just flew in this morning.
flew in. Yeah.
Double special guest.
Double trouble. All right. So this song is called Land Away. Today I stopped speaking in a language of wounds. I stopped self-soothing with anger. They drilled a hole in my soul, but I won't let it happen again. No, I won't let it happen again. Oh no. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. The grieving mind is quick to find false comfort in blame. But blame and acceptance are not the same. In times like these, some count the money, others count the bodies. Humanity is not an ends to a means. Oh no. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. Peace be still, peace be still. Hold the roots and bless the leaves. Peace be still, peace be still. Protect the crown that we've been given. Oh, peace be still, peace be still. Hold the roots and bless the leaves. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. When they come to take the land away, I'll stay. Sing my prayers to the eagle and the rain. Today I stopped speaking in a language of wounds. I stopped self-soothing with anger. They drilled a hole in my soul, but I won't let it happen again. No, I won't let it happen again.
Woo!
Dude, some count the money, some count the bodies is
Yeah.
so bone-chillingly accurate.
Yeah.
It's so true, and it's also super metal.
Super metal. And meta. Well, not really, but
Meta metal.
What'd you say,
The
Kid Lightning?
meta in metal, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, your guest was pretty cool. I
Amazing.
guess.
You know, she doesn't speak any English, otherwise I would have her here talking with us.
what country did she fly in from?
What's that?
What country did she fly in from?
Slovenia.
Ah,
The time difference.
beautiful voices they have.
Yeah, those were nice harmonies, guys.
Brenda, did you go to the bathroom during that song?
It's like I went to the restroom.
missed a great
Yeah, I
one.
had to go to the restroom. Yeah, I just put on more lipstick. That's how you do that face, right?
I think so.
Okay. I love that song so much, though. It's like, it's very visual for me of like seeing, especially like with the Dakota pipeline and like what's been happening like in Arizona and like in California, even along the border, and with everything else. It just makes me think of all these like sacred lands to people and like how they're just being bulldozed over and like spilled crap onto and like taken away from people. And I just imagine like a bunch of artists just standing there holding hands, like singing that song. Like even when they keep doing even when they come doing that, like we'll be there. We'll still be there singing and like praying, you know, like to the beauty that is nature.
Yeah,
and
all land
that.
is sacred land. You know, as much as we'd like to think that there are certain distinctions that have been endowed, you know, certain lots that have been endowed with particular promise or whatever, you know, it's all really sacred. And there's this, I have a few friends in the First People community, and there's this network called NDN. If anybody's interested in kind of learning more about what's going on in the ground right now, there's a lot that's happening in terms of encroachment on sacred lands. They're actually blowing up a lot of Kumeyaay land, which is where I'm from. It's like San Diego. But on top of that, there's a huge problem with homelessness in the indigenous people population because of COVID. They've been hit pretty much the hardest per capita. And unfortunately, communities and governments are not interacting in a positive way around that issue. And so a lot of elderly, homeless First People are being displaced in kind of cruel and unusual ways. So I recommend NDN Network to learn more about that. You don't have to even, give money or anything. It's just giving some focus to it, I think, is particularly important. It's not like these communities are unable to take actions, it's that they're being prevented.
Right. And awareness too, because it's not making it on mainstream news, and there is a lot to cover, obviously, right now. But that's definitely a subject that's not anywhere in regular media at all.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's super
It's
weird.
nowhere. Yeah.
Like a friend of mine was saying that like having indigenous knowledge is like equivalent to a PhD, especially when it comes to forestry and stuff like that. And I really think that we could use that kind of knowledge, particularly nowadays as we combat global warming and like how to mitigate some of the negative effects of that. So anyway,
Like land stewardship.
yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say,
I was
Taylor?
just
Sorry.
agreeing 1,000%. I was just like, yeah, that would,
Yeah.
there's plenty of cleanup to do, and would be a great reason
Yeah.
to have. And
Yeah. Carla Brown said, "Woohoo! Love the guest." Thanks. Dan Holguin said, "Oof, great song, Kid Lightning." Katie Ludden said, "Your voices together are wonderful. Love this message." That's so sweet. Thanks.
Hey.
Frank said, "Nice hippie harmonies." with an eagle and a rain cloud emoji. And then Carla said, "Like the songs of the 60s, very harmonic and truthful message." Whitney, hi Whitney. Whitney says, "Beautiful, Kid Lightning." And Billy said, "Yeah."
Can we just take a second to applaud your translation of Billy's?
The interpreting of Billy.
I hope you're having fun with this, Billy. There was no punctuation on that one, so I can't. It wasn't like yeah or like yeah. It was like yeah. Word yeah.
It was a great read.
Anyway, I digress. So that was Kid Lightning, everyone. And now we're going to hop over to Taylor Alexander for his third song. Here we go.
Hi. I'm going to play a little bit of a serious song as well. It's about our addiction to our cell phones and how it's not about this, but it's kind of screwed up that we didn't really sign up for that. And now here we are. But this is called Baby They Boomed Us. Turn down the news, 'cause I've got some truths I'd like to spit right in your face. That may seem rude, but they've been doing it to you so long you think you like the taste. Baby, they boomed us, but our fathers, they groomed us. Mothers still giving us hope. Classmates can't shield us from these bullets that teach us only a long way to go. Tweet something sweet and I think you might see it's nice to feel nice for a while. 'Cause kindness can spread just like the fiery hatred we type in and see on our screen. 'Cause baby, they boomed us, but our fathers, they groomed us. Mothers still giving us hope. Now leaders can't lead us when the bubbles don't problem isn't everybody else. We gotta look in the mirror. Let's take responsibility. I don't think I can say it much clearer. Let's focus on the positive instead of everything that's gone wrong. We might find ourselves singing happier songs. 'Cause baby, they boomed us, but fathers, they groomed us. Mothers still giving us oh, leaders can lead us when the bubbles don't reach us. We all need to put down our phones after the stream. We all need to put down our phones. We all need to put down our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice.
Aw, it was really nice. It's true, except for right now. Wait till the end of the show. I'm just kidding.
Don't put your phone down yet.
Taylor, I hate to say this, but I think your cable got a little whoop whoop in that song. Because I can't hear you right now. Will you do a little snap for me? Nope. I heard you through the song.
Yeah, it was a
afterwards.
little
just happened
quiet
right
though.
now. It was quieter than the other two songs. But regardless, we could just talk at you until we can hear you again.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were still able to hear the song, and I think we were able to get the message.
It's true, man. Talk about the bubbles right now, too.
Yeah.
Like, in regards to not being able to reach people that are, like, packaging themselves away inside of bubbles of reality. All over the globe, too, not just in the United States. It's getting weird.
That's for sure.
Oh, my God. What'd you say, Taylor?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Nope. You disappeared, my dear. Try again. Or just unplug it. Just do your regular voice. Yeah, just unplug it. Oh, I heard you for a second. What? Yeah, I think.
I just did away with the old microphone.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Because I'm done playing. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you. That's good.
I was saying literally and physically because of COVID, we're all in our own bubbles, trying not to do all that, and then the echo chamber bubbles that are created online don't help. So.
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's beautiful, and you have a wonderful voice, and you're a great songwriter, Betty. I'm happy that you could join us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. He's still here. His beautiful face will be here for y'all to stare at for a little bit longer, so don't worry. But that was Taylor Alexander. And now we have to obviously comment on the fact we can hear your cat purring. Just
really?
So you know.
You could actually hear her.
Pretty prominently, actually. I was just waiting for the right time to say it, but it is hilarious. But now it's time for Little Miss Kitty.
Yeah. Thankfully,
Bronwen Roberts.
She picked a good time to get up. We were talking earlier about we don't always know where songs come from, and this next one was a song that came from a dream, and it's sort of after the fact that I started analyzing it, but I guess I'll let you guys draw your own interpretations. I don't sneeze from cat hair. Let's turn the effects on. and perfect day. Warm stones skipped away, and I burn, and I burn to meet your gaze. No more do I resist into crystal basin, slip diving for the abyss. We know we are come now too far. Now water drags and spits, plunging over yonder cliffs. I'm submerged, I'm submerged. Where are you now? We know we are come now too far. Pale rock was rise around, blue shadows quiver down, and I fall down, sink down, Thank you.
Wow. So that was the one that came to you in a dream.
Yeah, it's sort of a vision of the dream, or I guess it's a transcription of the dream.
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It was very dreamlike. It gave me super Nightshades vibes. like very like foggy,
Yeah,
like dewy.
yeah.
Those are the words that came to me.
That makes sense. There was like I fell off of a waterfall in the dream, so it was like misty. So yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Thank you.
Whitney, you're still watching. That's so cool. Whitney says, so beautiful. This song makes me feel like I'm on a Swiss countryside. And then Sophie McFowle says, lovely song, Bronwen. I'm happy Dinah was able to visit too.
That's my neighbor, Sophie. Yeah, she knows the cat's name is Dinah.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet.
Yeah.
Aw, I'm glad that you're enjoying the show, Sophie. And Frank says, very haunting and soothing. And Billy said, Misty Mountain hoppage?
Oh yeah, some Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I was like
that
the
the
beer?
reference?
Like a beverage? Like a nice hopped,
The
like a
Misty
nice hopped
Mountain
ale?
hop.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was really beautiful. Thank you so much. You have such a great, you like definitely, so for the human beings out there who don't know Bronwen, she specializes in like bossa, right?
Yeah, bossa nova,
Yeah,
Brazilian music. Yeah.
exactly. So so it is like vibey and like
Yeah, I
Sexy
can't
and strumming.
help but throw in a little
Yeah.
swing. Yeah.
You also have like Joni Mitchell vibes for sure.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
people tell me that.
People say
I'll
that all
take
the
that. I like that comparison.
You have to take it because she's
Yeah.
like an epic
She's
queen.
the best. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, if I took Pink Floyd, you could take Joni Mitchell. I'm just saying.
Totally.
I'm just kidding. But that was Bronwen Roberts, everybody. And now I'm going to hop into my last song to round everything out here. And for my last song, I'm going to be doing a song that I had already planned to do this before we had an artist change with our surprise guest. So I'm still going to do it, even though you're watching. But this is a song of mine called Man of Mine. All right. Over there. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. Your love's a treat, tender, sweet. Come on over, baby, get close to me. My head sways, his lips quake. Can't wait to get a little taste. Ooh, hold me tight. Feel so strong, wrapped in the comfort of his arms. Imagine me like the sea, dripping wet with ecstasy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. Your love sweet makes me weak in all the best ways, and I'm happy to bow down to a heart of gold. Willing soldier of death, full stare in mine. How lucky I was to search and find this man of mine. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. When I think of your love, I get so high. Oh no, I can't get you off of my mind. Say when I think of your love, you know I can't get you off of my mind. Say when I think of your love, baby, yeah. You know I can't get you off of my mind. Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was too cute.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm back.
I hear you.
Oh, we got you.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That was
Woo,
awesome, especially like the end part.
Yeah, that was smoking.
Will, what'd you think of that? I mean, Kid Lightning. Damn, sorry.
Do you go by Kid or Lightning? Or just both?
I was hoping you were going to switch the camera to him while you were playing it so we get a reaction.
Man, if I had
You
one,
can see him blushing.
if I had an extra hand, That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I need them all. Aw. Do you like that song, Kid Lightning?
That song makes me swoon straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like another song though where I still want to play it, but like man, with drums and bass, that song just like it's where it's supposed to be because I need that pocket to drive it, but I still wanted to play it.
That's why, definitely.
Yeah. Aw, Whitney's yay. What did you say? Billy said nice seg Segue.
Segway?
Oh, that's how you spell Segway? I thought it was Segway.
Weird
Like
I
one.
think that's
like
the
a-
thing that the Rent-A-Cops ride.
It should be.
Got it. Got it. Oh, it's a French word. Is it a French word? Segway.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the brand of.
Maybe.
So
Two
funny.
wheels.
Whitney said, "I love this song. Thanks, girl." My mom said a favorite song of yours. Really, Ma? That's cool. And then Frank said Carole King vibes, which is really cool of you. But Frank, if you heard it with the drums and bass, you would be. It's like 0% that. I'm fully going for Erykah Badu. I'm fully going for D'Angelo. I'm fully going for neo soul vibes there. But Carole King is a badass, so I will receive it. I will receive that compliment.
I had a quick question before we go, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not
I
done reading comments, but do it.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's
I'll wait
okay.
till you're done with your comments.
Just a couple. Just serve that soul food, and Will is blushing. Aw, that's cute. People could see your blush from through the internet. And then, what is this emoji? It's a. I think Billy sent a. I think it's a dancing trophy, or a dancing chalice, perhaps.
Sounds fun.
Thank you guys so much. What were you gonna say, Taylor?
Oh, I was after listening to three of your guys, all your songs in a row. I was wondering if you could shout out a couple of your all's favorite or most inspirational musicians, like just off the top two that really
You go first.
inspire you. Me,
Yeah.
John Mayer and Mark Cohn. I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but
Who's Mark Cohn?
he wrote "Walking in Memphis." That's like his claim to fame. He's an
Cool.
amazing songwriter. He's got all the feels, lots of gospel soul, and he also is one of those guys that plays piano and guitar, which I've always loved that.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
How do you spell that? I'm gonna write it down. Mark
M-A-R-C-C-O-H-N. Yeah. Around since the early
C-O-H-N.
90s. He's played with everybody.
Mark Cohn.
Awesome.
Cool.
He's an
Nice.
older guy now.
What about you, Bronwen?
Well, definitely Joni Mitchell. Nick Drake, and Caetano Veloso. He's a Brazilian singer-songwriter from the 60s.
Baller.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Kid Lightning? Top 3. That's like the hardest question ever, but
Yeah, that's pretty hard. I like I don't know, lately I've been really vibing with like John Martin's pretty cool.
I think the
Um,
question wasn't who are you listening to now, it's who has influenced you like more as a musician, right?
That's kind of what I was hunting at, yeah.
Okay, since forever ago. I like this band called Art Ensemble of Chicago. They're like a bunch of experimental jazz dudes. They're really cool. Roscoe Mitchell, particularly, he's fucking awesome, or freaking awesome. And then
You
like I
like
love
us.
Buddy Guy. Like when I was a kid, that was the dude. Buddy Guy, Lightning Hopkins, and
Yeah.
Blinded. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Elizabeth Cotton too. She's dope.
Nice. Yeah.
I was getting
jazz
heavy
magic.
Leonard Cohen vibes from you today, Kid Lightning, and he's one of my favorites.
He's amazing,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He is really good, yeah. I've referenced Kid Lightning's music to him before. That's on the Sounds Like list.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I feel like it's a little obvious, but like I would definitely like classify you with like the Bob Dylan style as well. But maybe that's, I don't know.
No, it totally is.
Maybe that's
yeah.
just too obvious.
No, not at all. And also like who I think like I'm being bold in saying this for Will, but like who has inspired him as a musician when you ask for top 3 as opposed to like songwriting is different because Will started as a instrumentalist doing improvisation, so the like initial inspiration is coming from a different
I see. So you're,
discipline.
yeah, so the musical instrumentation has a different inspiration than the lyrics?
I mean, I used to separate the worlds because I've been an avid reader and writer since forever. I love reading so much. I love playing with ideas and going through, uh, reaching for ideas that give me creative insight is like really exciting to me.
Mm.
But I had that separate from playing music because I was in a bunch of bands and got really high up in jazz and then avant-garde and then classical and all that stuff. And then it wasn't until recently that I was like, hey, these two things work together in a really interesting way. And
Yeah.
been enjoying that
Yeah.
definitely.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. Yeah.
I hate the favorite question except for colors and food. I do colors and food very well. But for
What's your favorite color in food?
my favorite color of food?
I'm
just kidding. No, no,
That one too.
no. No,
I like orange food.
I like orange. Yeah.
Cheetos.
But music wise, like if I don't know, man, like as a baby child, it's different than what it became as an adult. And I didn't really start being an artist until later. So I don't know if I should do like who I used to copy and sing when I was a little girl who was just singing, or if it's like more like,
One of each, yeah.
okay. I mean, Ella Fitzgerald just as a vocalist, she didn't really,
Totally.
but she didn't write though. She's not like
Right.
a writer, but as like me being like,
Oh,
oh my
her.
gosh, I want to sing like that.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, like Ella and Mariah Carey, like back in the day, were like
Oh, I can hear the Mariah Carey.
the bee's
for
knees.
sure.
Yeah, I'm a '90s girl, like Whitney Houston, Destiny's Child, love it all. And then like musically, like I love Erykah Badu and like neo soul in general, like Jill Scott and like D'Angelo and like all those people. And then I also love Radiohead and Gorillaz, like probably more than anybody. If I had to like cut everyone out, I'd be like probably that, like Damon Albarn and like Radiohead and Erykah Badu. If I had to, yeah. And David Bowie.
That's awesome.
And David Bowie. I fucking love David Bowie.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I meant to ask it earlier on, and I was like, oh, I might forget if I don't ask
Yeah.
it.
Aw. But really quick, my mom said that she likes the song I played last because it reminds her of her own hubby.
Aw.
That's sweet. My friend Chelsea William tours with Mark Kahn, says Frank.
What? That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then Billy said, I remember that act at the Love Song. That shit was wild. Cool, man. And then Whitney said, this is the best live stream I've watched in a while. Thanks, Whitney. That's so sweet. I think it was good too. Before it gets too far, I do want to say one more time again, Circle Up every Monday, 7 o'clock. New artists every week, going till the end of the year, so we have 4 more left. And again, we are accepting donations tonight if it's within your means to offer a sandwich amount of money or a gasoline fill up amount of money or like a brand new car amount of money. It's up to you, really. Whatever whatever you've got going on, we're sharing everything equally. Venmo at Brenda Carsey, PayPal, contact at BrendaCarseyArt.com, right circle up. And again, I had Kid Lightning this evening, Taylor Alexander, Bronwen Roberts, myself. I'm Brenda Carsey, and we're so grateful to have done this show with you all. And tonight we're gonna say goodnight now, I think.
Thanks, Brenda. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much for all
this
doing
was
this
a lot
to
of
me.
fun.
I'm so
I realized
glad
I hadn't
you
seen
had fun.
anybody else perform since March, and that was really special. So
Yeah.
was
Yay.
always
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've really missed, being able to like listen deeply to people's songs and talk
Yeah.
about it and commune about it. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I miss about the
Absolutely.
going out to
Yeah.
live music.
Well, let's wave and say goodnight to everyone out there in the
Bye, y'all.
world, and
Thank
we'll see
you.
you all next week. Bye.
Bye.